When people watch Nickeil Alexander-Walker play on this court, they see one of the most talked about freshmen in recent Virginia Tech basketball history. What people don't see is the sacrifice that it took for him and his family to move from Toronto, Canada to the United States for high school basketball and ultimately to Blacksburg, Virginia.
From the time I can remember, I've always had a little basketball hoop, loved playing. I once got in trouble because I drew the lines on my floor. My uncle took the time to really teach me basketball, really taught me how to play, always telling me to be the best, you have to do what no one wants to do. You have to work. So I think that put a fire in me to want to do good in everything that I do. Canada basketball, don't get me wrong, it's really great, but I wanted the competition. I wanted to play against the best. My sophomore year, I used to go on ESPN every day and see who the top 25 was. And I'm like, yep, I gotta play him. I want to play against him. I want to be better than him. And it was like, I can't do that from Canada. I just won't get the chance to play them. And my mom, she finally said yes. She wasn't really too ideal on her first child just leaving. And at the age of 15, I was still young. I was immature. I'd have to live by myself. I'd have to do things that normal 15-year-olds don't usually do. The day I had to leave, I cried. Like, I didn't know what I was going up against. My mom being like my main supporter, like one of my best friends at the time, it was like, now who do I have? It's like, now who do I turn to? I can't just go home and talk to her when I want. We can't just spend time together. I just knew being farther away would put more stress on them. But I feel like that is the reason why I had success. It gave me a reason to get up every morning. It gave me a reason to try and shoot longer or set goals for myself and try to achieve them, because I realized that I'm no longer doing this for me. I had this paper written out of who I wanted offers from, who had interest in me, what I want to do when I get there, my goals. At the time, I only had one offer from New Mexico State, and then I went into the summer, and then I ended up getting 10 offers that summer. But when I came to Virginia Tech, it wasn't something I was used to. It wasn't like appealing, like, oh, I have to come here. It wasn't about the materialistic things. They had more core values. Buzz, being one of the realest coaches I've ever talked to in my life, he sat me down. He was just like, do you want to build a house one day or do you want to buy a house? And I was like, yeah, I'd like to build a house. He said, that's what we're doing here at Virginia Tech. I don't want to waste time. I didn't come to America just for fun, like just to hang around. I'm leaving my loved ones behind, so I want to make sure that they know that I'm doing this for them. They know that all those time that we could have had spent together went towards something well.
Nickeil's childhood dream of making it to the NBA is still a goal for him. And for his mother and family, he still talks to them daily. We return to the second half after this.